So if you guys have not been following me, I've been following the Idaho 4 murders case for probably over 2.5 years since it happened. And I just saw a commercial for a documentary that is being done on Prime Video. Now we know how that went with Dateline, that there was violations when that one came out. I have yet to watch it, but I have some thoughts before I watch it, and then I will post a video post watching it and let you guys know what I think. If you have not seen it, I encourage you to go watch it for yourself, because I like when people can comment based on what they've seen too and your own opinion. There was people throughout the case and related to the victims that were interviewed for this documentary, including Ethan Chapin's family, the people that found the victims. What bothers me about it is that they were so adamant about not going to the trial, Ethan's family, and then all of a sudden they're doing a documentary. I don't understand that thought process, and that could just be me, but I would want the person responsible for my child's death to be put away, and I would be there every single day if I could, especially if you're financially able to. But you'd rather do a documentary for Prime Video than go to the murder of your son's killer. That being said, the fact that this is coming out before the trial and before any kind of conviction baffles me. And I am predicting that there's going to be some type of information leaked through this, just like it was in Dateline, and the judge is going to want to know where they got it from. The other crazy part is that there's a gag order in this case, and the fact that these people are so easily able to speak to media. How do you know they're not going to be called as witnesses to testify? Did they get previous permission from the prosecution? Because the prosecution just got reamed for one of their law enforcements giving out information, and the judge literally put in an order saying all devices, anything related to this case, anybody previously involved, have to make sure that all of their devices stay intact, because he's going to go through them and find out the source of this leak, right? So why is it that Prime thinks that they can somehow come out with a documentary now of things that have not been proven in court, have not been convicted of anything in court? I just think that that's going to be a huge defamation lawsuit, just like Dateline. Should Brian be proven not guilty, they're screwed. So this is the documentary that I'm speaking about, if I haven't already posted it, but this is it. And it just bothers me that this is happening, but I will take a look, I will watch it, and report back to you guys on what is said in it. I usually take really detailed notes. If you have not followed me already, make sure you hit that follow button, because I am posting roundabouts of everything that we know about this case on my YouTube. I try to post it here too, but sometimes it's long form, so it's harder to do that. But I am going to go through a lot of the older stuff that we saw, and try to stitch it together as we learned it over time, and make it more easy to understand prior to the trial happening in August. Now, I believe there is another hearing happening next week on the 18th. I have to double check if that has been canceled or moved or anything, but as far as I know, that there was a hearing the last time they were in court. They scheduled that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it's appropriate that they had this documentary prior to a conviction? Is there going to cause problems for the trial? If people seriously think that Brian's guilty, this is not helping to convict him when they put stuff like this out before trial. And the fact that the families and all these people are talking, it's like, you guys might be witnesses at the case. You are not helping convict this person. So it's interesting. We'll see what happens, but there are some new faces in there that I'm curious to see what they have to say.